I'm pretty late in making this. Like, everyone and their mama has made a video about this at this point. So one thing about me is that I love bad movies. Like, the lower the IMDb score, the more I get excited to watch it. So I watch anything with like a pretty low score, but I refuse to watch like space movies. I feel like they romanticize the whole, oh, if we destroy the Earth, we can just get up and move somewhere else. Like, no! Focus on the problems we have here now instead of problems we might have later in space. However, I did give this film a chance because I love the LCCU, the Long Condor Cinematic Universe. Have you guys seen her in Deadly Class? Come on now. Anyways, here it is, my review for Moonshot. So the film is set in 2045 and people can just like go to Mars now. And the Earth is apparently like filled with trash. People make applications to get to go to Mars for free, otherwise they have to pay like their whole life savings. I remember the character names, I'm just gonna call them by their actor names. Right, so the movie starts with Cole Sprouse's I really want to go to Mars application video, and he's sent in 1 million applications at this point because he really wants to go to Mars, and they keep rejecting him. Why is a man who is almost 30 years old playing a college student or someone who is supposed to be in their early 20s? He talks about growing up with his single mom and just being so fascinated with space. One thing about Cole Sprouse's character in this is he's insanely unlikable. His application video is really bad. Like, I can see why he got rejected a cajillion times. Cole Sprouse works as a barista and his boss is a robot. Let me step back for a second and say that I don't hate everything about this movie. In fact, I really love the production design. Like, look at this, it's so pretty. One other thing that I liked about this movie is the cinematography, and with their interviews, Cole Sprouse and Lana Condor seem to get along pretty well. This could have been a really good movie if the writing wasn't the way it was. So apparently Cole worships this billionaire played by Zach Braff. So he's very much like men in present time who worship evil billionaires. Like, I feel like the writers were going out of their way to make Cole Sprouse unlikable. And apparently Zach Braff created the Mars program where people go to Mars. Cole Sprouse goes to this party and we're supposed to believe that he's like quirky and not like other guys because he's just not vibing with this party. So Cole Sprouse, while looking for the bathroom, stumbles into a room where we see Lana Condor. And she's video calling her boyfriend. Now, if I were Cole, immediately upon finding out that this room is not the bathroom, I would apologize, close the door, walk away, and feel embarrassed for the next decade. Like, not only did he just walk in without knocking, but he barges into their conversation. What's strange about this scene is that after Lana talks to her boyfriend, she talks to her boyfriend's mom, but she's really close with her boyfriend's mom, like as if she's talking to her own mom. Keep this in mind for later. The whole party, Cole keeps trying to talk to girls until this one girl gives him a chance, but then she like goes to Mars the next day. Later, Cole Sprouse and Lana Condor have a bonding moment at the cafe Cole works at, and we as the audience find out that her boyfriend kinda sorta doesn't really cater to her needs. Here we find out that Lana is a genius and that she has plans to create a plant that will eat trash. The thing is, I care so much about Lana's character here, but I do not care about Cole's character at all. Like, he could die and I'd be like, well, okay. Like, I'm supposed to be rooting for them, but I'm just not. In fact, I'm hoping he doesn't end up with her because he's that unlikable. So Cole decides to follow the girl he met at the party all the way to Mars. She sends him a video of a cat that snuck onto an escape pod, and he's like, oh my god, I can do that too. He uses Lana and like manipulates her into going near the entrance of the ship so he could get into an escape pod, because like Lana is also going to Mars to see her boyfriend. He gets on the ship with her. She panics because if Cole gets linked to Lana, then Lana would also get into trouble. So they have to go through this fake dating thing. Cole did this like without any plan. He goes into it impulsively, and it just feels like he doesn't care about anyone, not even Lana. While on the ship, Lana and Cole sort of bond. But at this point, I just didn't like Cole at all, so I didn't ship them together. So Lana Condor's boyfriend is called Calvin, and Cole Sprouse watches Calvin's application video. And through the way he's talking to Lana in the application video, he notices that maybe Calvin's not so nice after all. Cole apparently accidentally reads Lana's texts with Calvin, invading her privacy big time, like red flag after red flag after red flag. He judges Calvin and Lana's relationship, blah 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 blah. Which, I mean, he's right, kinda, but Cole is also horrible. But yeah, he's right, and it becomes clear that Calvin wouldn't jump through hoops of fire for Lana like Lana would do for him. Cole talks about being bored on Earth with a whole the grass is greener on the other side sort of agenda. That's why he wanted to go to Mars so bad. And there's this really nice moment where Lana tells him that he's always been on a spaceship, and the spaceship is Earth, and there will never be anything like it, which is so nice. It's the anti-space movie sentiment I wanted. She reminds him to be grateful for what he has, but she also tells us as the audience to just look at how incredible the Earth is. Lana's character is great. There's this moment in the movie where he remembers her birthday, and she's like, like, wake up, Lana Condor. That's the bare minimum. So we find out that Lana's parents died when she was 14, and Calvin's family took her in. So that's why she was so close with Calvin's mom. But also, it's kind of like she's dating her adoptive brother. Like, come on. Please stop it. Stop. They go on a spacewalk, and like, Jesus. Space is scary. How about we explore our own oceans a little bit? Like, we know more about space than we do our own oceans. So at some point, Calvin calls Lana and he berates her like a brother or a dad. So on the video call, you kind of get the feeling like she's obliged to stay with him because his parents took her in. It's after this call that Lana tells Cole that she can't risk being with him anymore. And they get into this huge fight. So Cole's story is that he tells Lana that he's going to Mars to see his girlfriend, but his girlfriend doesn't exist. He's just chasing the girl at the party. And he kind of reveals how he and Ginny, the girl from the party, weren't actually dating. And she gets so mad, as she should. Every time she insults him or goes off at him, it feels so good. They get to Mars and Cole gets arrested. The girl he was chasing visits him in Mars prison. She also mentions how creepy it was that he followed her all the way to Mars after one night of knowing her. Rightly so. Anyways, the billionaire who owns the Mars program, Zach Braff, bails him out of Mars jail. Turns out Zach Braff has known about Cole getting into the escape pod all this time. And the video of him getting into the escape pods goes viral on Earth. So Cole Sprouse kind of becomes a celebrity because of that video. And then Zach Braff makes him sign a contract for him to become the face of his brand. He's used for like promotional material. I don't know. Like, Zach Braff's character definitely had the money to save the Earth. It's just like, oh, he's so charismatic. Like, no. Here is someone who can solve all your problems. And he's just not doing it. He meets Lana again and he apologizes, but like, I'd still be wary of him. I won't trust Cole Sprouse. So Calvin's mom, which is also kind of technically Lana's mom as well, reassures her that even if she breaks up with Calvin, their family will still be there for her and that she's not obliged to stay with them and she can live out her own destiny. In the beginning of the movie, Lana mentions that they've been dating for a really long time, like since the 8th grade. And at this point, it makes sense as to why they were dating for so long. It's because she felt like she wouldn't have a family anymore if she broke up with Calvin. And she was probably like ignoring all of Calvin's flaws because of this as well. But like, why didn't the mom just tell her this earlier? Like, why did she wait so many years to tell her this? Once Cole spent some time on Mars, he's like, it's not that great. Like, the grass really wasn't greener on the other side. Cole is given this really cool opportunity to be the first person on a dwarf planet, but he runs away once he finds out that Lana is leaving to go back to Earth. So yeah, he runs back to the ship she's on and goes back to Earth with her. How to get views on YouTube video without sharing it with friends or family so they don't know what a huge loser you are. No results. Here's how I would improve their characters, which is going to result in a million plot holes, but I don't care. I know what I'm about to say is like typical and has been done a million times, but popular tropes are popular for a reason, right? Like, they just make the story more enjoyable. I would have liked to see Cole Sprouse to be a rich guy with a sad backstory, like being billionaire Zach Braff's estranged son. And instead of Cole being the manipulator, Lana would be the manipulator. And she'd somehow trick this rich guy into taking her to Mars for her research. So yeah, she goes to Mars to like research something or like get something from Mars that will help the Earth according to her research, or like conduct an experiment or something. And through their whole like fake dating thing, he sees how important it is to help the Earth and berates his dad for like the Mars program. Oh, and none of them have significant others to avoid the whole almost cheating thing. Movie reviewer YouTuber has heat stroke live on camera. It's so hot.